Okay. I think that's working. Okay. Hi, my name is Destiny Silva, and today I'm going to talk about file processing in C++. And I'm going to attempt to demonstrate some concepts from our mind map. So a file is a container for storing information. File processing allows a program to output data to a file and receive input from a file. So to first start performing file processing, we first need to include the fstream library. So I should include fstream. Oops. Okay. And so there's two different types of stream types, which is if stream and OF stream. So if stream is going to input the is stands for input file stream, and it's intended to receive input from a file. And OF stream stands for output file stream, and it's intended to output data to a file. So we're going to start with OF stream to create a file. So we do this by beginning our OF stream, and we are going to name the variable f out, similar to how we did in lecture. And we need to first open the stream after creating the variable. So we're going to do f out dot open, and then I'm going to name my text example dot text. Oops. Example dot text. Okay. So next I'm going to create a file that reads every other number, which is basically the even numbers. So we're going to do this by creating a for loop. So for every integer I equal to 0, I less than or equal to 100 inclusive. And we are going to increment this by 2. So I plus equals 2. Okay, and then we are going to, oops, have this. So instead of using cout to output the data to the console, we are going to use fout to output the data to the file. So here we're going to use fout I and this line. Okay, and then because we have opened the stream, we need to then go and close the stream. So we're going to go here. We're going to do this by doing fout dot close parentheses. And now we are going to run this and see if it's good. Okay, cool. So here is the file that we created, which is example.txt. And you can see that it's reading every other integer to 100, which is basically every even number. And so now I'm going to demonstrate fn by using this same file that we just created. So we're going to go down a bit, and we are now going to do if stream. Oops. And now we're going to name our variable fn, similar to cn. And we need to open our file again. So this time we're going to do, our variable was fn, so we're going to do our variable dot open. And then we are going to do the same file we just created, example.txt. Okay. And then we need to declare the string. And now, since the assignment asks us to read the full data to the console, we need to do the while loop. So we know that we use getLine to read the whole line. So we use the while loop so that while there is a line, we're going to read every line until the end of the data. So here we're going to do while getLine. And then here, instead of cin, we're going to use fin since it's being read from the file and not from the console. We're going to do fin. And then we're going to do our string, which is line. And then we're going to do, here we're going to do cout because now we're outputting to the console. So we're going to do cout line and line. And then once again, we cannot forget to close the file. So here we're going to do our variable again, which was fin here, and then dot close parenthesis. And now we're going to run this. Okay, so now we can see that our full data has been outputted to the console. And there is one more concept I would like to cover, which is open. So what this does is it just runs true if the file is open and runs false if it's not open. So the way that we used this in lecture was to use it if it was not open. So right here, we've already closed the stream, so we could demonstrate this here. So we're going to do if it is not open, fin dot is open, parentheses, to cout, since we're just going to run it to the console, cout, since the stream is closed, we're going to do to the console, cout file is closed. Oops. Okay, so let's see if this works. So we're going to run this again. So it's going to give us our data again. And there it says file is closed. So this just shows that the file is not open because we've closed it. And I believe that is everything that I wanted to cover. So thanks. Let's see how do I close this?